Hello guys, as I told you, this is the last video that we are going to have because this is the last class for this English 3, right? So what is the topic that we are going to learn today is the use of will. I know that most of you know that will we use it to talk about future and you like to use it, right? Because when we were talking about future plans, we were using going to, and you asked the question about will. We know that going to and will is going to be for the future, right? What is the difference between them? Remember that going to, we use it more like a plan, es algo que ya está planeado. That's why we use going to. And will is not used for plans. It's used for a future, but not a specific plan. In this case, we're going to use the use of will for predictions, right? Talking about future predictions, decisions, offers, promises, and that's the uses that we are going to learn today. In this case, talking about will. So the first one, as I told you, we are going to talk about predictions. We use will to talk about what we think will happen in the future. That is a prediction. We are not sure that if the action or the thing that we are saying is going to happen or not, right? That's why we call them predictions. For example, I have the first one. I think you will pass the class. I'm not sure, right? I think that all of you are going to do it, but I'm not sure. So that's why I said that is a prediction. I think you will pass the class. It is a great book. I'm sure you will like it. I don't think it will rain tomorrow. Those are predictions. It's not something that we are sure, and that's why I am using will. Look at the last one that it says the movie is in French. We won't understand anything. In this case, I am using the negative form of will, that is will not, or with contractions, won't. Remember, all of those are predictions. We are not sure if they are going to happen or not. Okay, now let's talk about decisions. When we talk about decisions, in this case using will, it's not going to be like a plan. Remember, if it is a plan, something that you know that is going to happen, something that you have the date, for example, and you are sure that it's going to happen because you are planning, right? But in this case, talking about decisions are more like a quick decisions. That's why we are using will. It says that when we make decisions at the same time as we speak, we use will. As I told you, it is more like a quick decision. For example, if I said I'm thirsty, I'm not going to say I am drink water, right? If I said I am thirsty, I will drink water. So in that case, it is not like a plan. Son más decisiones inmediatas, decisiones rápidas. Si yo digo, tengo sed, no es que voy a planear beber agua o he estado planeando beber agua en ese momento, sino que tengo sed, voy a beber agua. So, I'm thirsty, I will drink water. In this case, it says, I'm cold. I think I'll put the heater on. I'll, it's the contraction of I will, right? It's the same, but in this case with the contraction. I think I will be at home early, right? I won't stay for dinner. I am tired. So those are decisions, but more like a quick decisions, more like a plans. So now let's talk about offers. When you offer something, right? For example, I'll help you with your homework. If you are in troubles, you need help. I said I'll help you with your homework. I will open the door for you. It's an offer, so that's why we are using will. And the last one, it's a promise, right? When you promise something, for example, I'll always love you. I'll promise you that I'll study for English test. I won't tell your secret to anybody. Those are promises. That's why we are using will. In this case, again, as you can see here, I'll is the contraction of I will. In this case, I want is the contraction of I will not. Okay, so now let's talk about some important details talking about the structure. As you can see, will is going to be for all the subject pronouns. I will drink water, you will drink water, he, she, or it will drink water, and we and they will drink water. For all the subject, you need only to use will and the action that it's going to happen, right, or that you will do it, right, in the future. In this case, it has to be the base form of the verb. You don't have to change it talking about third person, talking about past, future, right? It's the same for the future. We are going to use the base form of the verb and will for all the subject pronouns. Talking about negatives, it's going to be the same, but in this case, remember that how we can make a negative sentences, only adding the word not, and also the verb in the base form. You don't have to change it. For negatives, for questions, in this case, talking about just not questions, we only make the switch, will at the first one, the subject, and also the base form of the verb. Remember, you don't have to change the verb. And basically, that is the use of will in the structure on the special details that you have to take in account. As I told you, some of the sentences there, I have it with a contraction. For all the subject, as I told you, we use will. But the contraction, it's using apostrophe and these letters, right? So I will, I'll, you will, you'll, he will, he'll, she will, she'll, it will, it. We will, you will, you'll, they will, they'll, right? So that is a contraction for the affirmative sentences that you can use it if you want. And also the most common way to use the negative form using will not, as I told you. For all the subjects, we use not, but the contraction is won't. That is the most common. In this case, with will not, we use contractions. So remember here also I have the base form of the verb. You don't have to change it, right? This is just about contraction, and it depends of you. Remember if you want to use it or not. Okay, that is the use of will, and here, as I told you, you have your homework. Your homework is going to be a kind of easy. You are going to write in a Word document as many sentences as you can about your predictions. Remember, prediction is something that we are not sure, right? So your predictions of this year, what do you think will happen? Because we are not sure what is going to happen with this year, right? So we are going to make predictions. Van a escribir todas las predictions que ustedes crean que va a suceder este año, right? Que podrían ser las cosas que ustedes creen que van a suceder. Can be good, can be bad, right? It depends on you. Remember to write it on a Word document, and you are going to send it on Schoology. The last date is going to be Monday, May 18th before 8 p.m. You have to send it on Schoology. As always, you are going to have the title, and you are going to send it your document, right? In a Word document, write as many sentences as you can. Remember, you can use will as an affirmative sentences, or also you can make negative sentences, affirmatives or negatives, using will or will not. That is going to be your homework, and actually is your last homework. So let's work on it.